Hey YouTube, what is up? It is me, Amaxter, back with Behind the Mod, episode number 3, and for this episode, it's going to be a bit of a shorter one. We're going to be doing things a little differently. I don't have anyone to interview this week, and this one's going to be a little late, because this week has been crazy, work-wise with school and stuff, but, I just wanted to have a quick chat and discussion with myself, and all of you, about, my experience, doing what I do, which is Modpacks, server creation under, Enterplay. So, you may know me for packs like My Knight, Rexit, Steve's Galaxy, Simplify, and others. So I started out making mod packs probably in 2014, or earlier actually, just making packs for my friends because I wanted a way to, expand Minecraft, but play that online with friends because I thought that was a really cool idea with a bunch of mods. I mean, because who doesn't want to do that? And I was inspired by, I think, the Tekkit, not Tekkit Classic, but Tekkit in the 152 days, and that was actually really fun. So I started making my own packs because, I wanted to add my own mod, remove this, tweak this, and over time it actually got to the point where I started, I started basically making my own full-fledged packs on the platform, and they weren't very popular at first. I mean, they were just sort of private packs that I just kind of released on the platform, because why not? On Technic, that is. And eventually, one day, I saw Captain Sparkles, who was a YouTuber I subscribed to. You might have heard of him. In my sub box, he uploaded Ultra Modded Survival. About I think I was there 10 minutes after it was uploaded. Just random chance, and I realized, hey, this is a mod pack. He has, a ton of mods in here. It's based off Forgecraft. There's no way for people to install it, and I kind of want to play that. I'm sure other people do. So basically, for the next few hours, I went on CurseForge. I started downloading a bunch of mods, going from the mod list he put in the description, which was actually, I learned later, incomplete, and finding my own sources, scanning the video, seeing what mod he's using. I put all those together in one package, and that was Ultra Modded Survival, and I had it up within, I think a few hours after he uploaded it. And this was a very early build. I wasn't very experienced with mod packs at the time, so it was unstable. There were bugs. Item IDs conflicted. I didn't even know what I was doing. But over the next few weeks, the pack became insanely popular. Climbed up Technic, and this was back when the Technic platform was nothing like what we think of it as today. It was basically all about likes. There were no runs or download stats that really mattered in terms of where your pack would be organized under most popular. The more likes you had, the higher you were ranked, and that was basically it. And people loved the pack. They liked it. It was awesome, and I just kept updating it and making it better over time, over the next few months. And eventually we had a server list of servers that we included with the mod pack, and we had a server hosting sponsor to provide downloads and stuff. It was pretty cool. And that was really my first experience with big mod packs, and I really like that, and especially I think interacting with the player community, because the old Technic platform had this thing called Discuss, where you could talk to people, and yeah, it has a discussion system now, but Discuss was kind of janky, but it worked, and people would, you'd get your comments saying, oh, this pack doesn't work, how do I download more RAM or whatever. But you also had the cool comments like, hey, I really think you should add this mod because X or Y. And I would be like, yeah, no. Or maybe sometimes I'd be like, okay, that's a cool idea. And over time, I think the pack became kind of cool. And yeah, that was all great. Then I started tinkering around with more packs. I started to have less time for stuff like Minecraft. And I started to lose interest a little bit in the months after Ultra Modded Survival. This would be in, I guess, the tail end of 2014. And then something happened. I had this idea. I'm not exactly sure where it came from. I think I came back to Minecraft at one point, and I realized, hey, it's great that there's all these kitchen sink packs. And, a kitchen sink pack, if you haven't heard of it, is basically everything but the kitchen sink. So add in all the mods you can think of: magic, tech, exploration, whatever the theme, you just add it. And Ultra Modded Survival, quite honestly, was one of those packs. So I had this idea of, hey, what if we just took Minecraft as is, the base game, and just expanded that in a refined and nice way that fits in with vanilla or just the game by itself. And I don't think I was alone in this idea. There were other packs like Craft Mine that you might have heard of that did it earlier, but I think I was one of the few kind of ones that was able to do it. That actually was really interested in it. I released Simplify for Minecraft, I think, the very last day of 2014, like December 30th, and it didn't do quite as well as Ultramodern Survival, but it wasn't trending for a while. This was just around the time the new platform launched, so and bugs were still getting ironed out, but there was this thing called trending now, where if your pack, even if it didn't have a gargantuan amount of likes, it could still be featured, and I thought that was really cool, and it really helped Simply Minecraft. So it was number one on trending for like 2 weeks, whatever. There's like a time limit on trending. If your pack's older than 2 weeks, then it gets kicked off, basically. But it was still really popular, and then I met this chap named Ender Media, and he offered to help me set up a server for Simply Minecraft. So we did that. We set it up, and little did I know, he later told me this, he was the creator of MoonQuest, not the actual pack the Yogscast used, but an adaptation of it so that people could play it along with their YouTube series, much as I had made an adaptation of Ultra Modded Survival so that people could play along with Captain Sparkle. So we kind of had that commonality, and he had experience running large servers because MoonQuest apparently was pretty big. So we worked on Simply, and it wasn't MoonQuest, it wasn't Ultra Modded Survival, but it was a decent size pack, and people really liked it. And then it got crazy. We launched Steve's Galaxy. I made that in like about a week or two. I had this really cool idea. I think it was partly inspired by Interstellar, which had come out a few months earlier. About this pack. Whoa, what if there was a Wasteland? Because I saw this Wasteland mod and I saw Galacticraft, and I'm like, what if you combine those? Because I guess the core of a mod pack really is not just throwing in what mods you find are cool, but you have a great idea when you can look at 2 or 3 mods and say, hey, I bet I can make all of these interact in a really neat way between each other. So I took Galacticraft, I took Wasteland, and then there was some customizations I made to loot and stuff to make it so that you could gather resources in this barren, procedurally generated environment. So to replace the Minecraft world with this big desert, and your goal was to get to space, because Earth was kind of destroyed from pollution. That was the whole lore. And people really liked that pack. I think it was more popular than Simply. And we made a server for that too eventually, and people like that. And I think Steve's Galaxy and Simply, they had their audiences, but where Enderplay, it wasn't called Enderplay back then, our server community, I think it was called TPM Gaming, where it really hit it off was starting with My Night, and that was in February of 2015. And My Night was I saw that season 2 of My Night by Syndicate and Sparkles and all those YouTubers and streamers, they had started that series, and little did I know they were actually using an already existing pack called Mindcrack, but the pack was only on the AT launcher. It was not really up. It had really out-of-date mods. It didn't look like it was supported anymore. So, I did what I did with Ultramodern Survival. Within a few hours, I had a basic working build with updated mods of My Night. And over time, we polished it, updated it, and people really liked that. And there were a lot of people playing My Night. And we had a server up within, I think, a week of when we launched it, maybe a little bit more. And we had an awesome spawn built by a fan. I forget his name. I'm awful right now, but it was really cool. We had this My Night themed spawn. People loved it. We had plugins, Townie, everything set up. It was great, and there were 100 plus people on. And My Night was our bread and butter for several months. And then Jurassic World was coming out, and I had the idea, hey, what if we released a slightly more lightweight dinosaur-themed tech pack? So we did that, and as you may know, that became Rexit. And Rexit was kind of a first for me because, yes, of course, I'd made Modpacks before, but Rexit was it was the first time I really used Mind Tweaker, which is this tool that lets you kind of change the balance and recipes of the game, because there's this awesome mod that is at the heart of Rexit called Jurassicraft, and this mod's cool, but I think the recipes are really unbalanced in terms of just how easy they are to craft, especially considering we had tech mods in there, that had series upon series of recipes within recipes to make anything. So what I did is I Dug up Mindtweaker. I learned this way scripting, which took me quite a while, but the way that you customize recipes is through text, and so I did that, and I made basically a bunch of recipes for Jurassic Craft that made it more in line with the other tech mods in the pack, and we released that. We released a server, and people liked that quite as well. It was in terms of popularity, it was in between My Night and Steve's Galaxy, somewhere like that. But yeah, people really like Rex and My Night and Steve's Galaxy. I think by this time we shut down the Simply server for whatever reason. I think people weren't playing it as much. But we had Steve's Galaxy, we had Rexit, we had My Night, and eventually Rexit and My Night were our flagship flagship packs. And that's the way it's been pretty much up until now. We released an updated Ultramodded Survival, but that wasn't too successful. We had lots of issues. It was over the summer, and I wasn't exactly able to be at my computer full time, so we had issues with the server, and that was short-lived. But Rexit and My Night lived on to be successes, and they basically got us up until here. And very recently, we launched Enderplay, which was this big community update for our servers, where we allowed people to. We had forums. We have a website now that's all really nicely integrated, thanks to Ender Media. He did a great job with it. The forums look amazing. The website's amazing. It all syncs together, and of course, we have a Discord channel and all those nice modern amenities, thanks to Enderplay. And so Enderplay now is our new community branch, and I think we're kind of unique, and we're one of the only modded Minecraft servers that really operates like we do. And what I mean by that is we don't really sell ranks or packages. We comply with the EULA. We give cosmetic benefits for like $5 a month. So pretty simple, a simple method of donations. And of course, with this, that means we probably don't make as much as some servers do. But if you looked at the news recently, Mojang's been cracking down on servers that do use methods that don't comply with the EULA, let's just say, to get players to purchase ranks and items. So servers like Endercraft, modded ones too, have been blacklisted by Mojang in newer versions of Minecraft. So I don't want to say, oh yeah, look at us, look how good we are. But I think it's kind of cool that the EULA is finally being enforced, because I think it's important that players, that servers don't, have this free-to-play economy, because it can create lots of problems. It can, you have the stories of kids who spend, hundreds of dollars of their parents' credit cards buying diamonds in game or something. It really, they designed this like, it's kind of manipulative, and it's not too far off from many mobile free-to-play games, which isn't inherently a bad thing, but in Minecraft, Mojang doesn't want that, and I think I agree with them, and so I'm glad that we took this, by the book, complying with the EULA path, and not providing ranks or whatever. Even if people want it, we just don't want to create an experience where people have to pay in order to get good ranks, good whatever. If they want cosmetic bonuses, that's fine, we include that, but there's nothing, you don't get diamonds, you don't get a bunch of machines or coins or whatever. So I think that's kind of that's been one of our goals, is just being a community that's oriented towards players. And I know this sounds like an ad or whatever. We still have ways to improve, and we're working on that. But that leads us up to right around here, where we fill in this kind of unique role of creating mod packs for the masses. We're not quite on the level of Technic or Feed the Beast in terms of runs, but we're pretty popular. Lots of people play on our servers, play our packs, and I just thought this would be kind of an interesting way to look at that. And so here we are with Enderplay. We have Minenut, we have Rexit. We've got up to this point, and I'm really excited for what's next, because as you may know, 1.7 is that era is starting to end, and 1.8, 1.9 newer versions are being adopted quickly by modders. And there's this whole big thing called Sponge, which is basically a modded server that combines Forge, with Bucket, but it's not just Bucket. It's basically a new plugin API, and that may sound really technical and nerdy, and that's because it is. But basically, what that means is in the future, you can look forward to servers, including ours, with a lot tighter integration between the mods and plugins. And that just means the servers will work better. And I'm pretty excited for the future of Mod at Minecraft and Mod at Minecraft servers, because that's what we do. And I think that's a really cool thing to have in the community. And I'm really glad that things like Sponge exist. So yeah, I'm sorry if that was kind of ranty or whatever. That was just, I guess, my story, the story of Enderplay, and just a quick chat on the role I think we occupy that's kind of unique in this community of being this mod pack maker and server runner. We're server administrators, and we let people just play together with mods. That's really what it is, and I'm glad that all this is possible thanks to mod authors, thanks to the people who make Forge, the people who made Bucket and Cauldron, and now the people who are making Sponge. So I look forward to the future. Thanks for listening to this kind of ranty episode if you stuck all the way through it. And next week we should be back to the normal interview format. Thanks for watching. Enjoy the rest of your day. Goodbye.